Why did Jesus die? His death was voluntary. The astonishing thing about Christ's death was that it was voluntary. He told his followers that no one was taking his life from him. Instead, he was laying it down by his own free will. When Jesus decided to head into Jerusalem for the big Passover feast, he was signing his own death warrant because the Jewish leaders were looking for him. They wanted Jesus out of the way. 3 times on the way into Jerusalem, he told his friends that he was going to die. Jesus had described himself as the Good Shepherd, and a good shepherd is willing to die for his sheep. He was on a course to do just that. On the night when Jesus was arrested, his followers would have gladly fought for him, but instead, Jesus told them to put their swords away. Then he healed the one man whose ear had been severed by Peter's sword. When Jesus could have defended himself, he remained silent. When the Roman governor boasted of his powers of capital punishment, Jesus quietly and calmly informed him, "You would have no power over me if it were not given to you from above." Even on the cross, when he was dying and in excruciating pain, Jesus forfeited his right to call on his Father to save him. He voluntarily went to his death because the result was to be far greater than his life. Not only was Christ's death voluntary, but it was foretold. The scriptures are filled with examples and predictions of what God's suffering servant would go through. Jesus knew these prophecies and that he was the fulfillment of them. That's why he told his disciples, "The Son of Man will be delivered into the hands of men, and they will kill him. And when he is killed, after 3 days he will rise." On the surface, it looked like the Jews, in collaboration with the Romans, had killed Jesus. But in reality, Jesus had been born to die. And it was God behind it all, willing to sacrifice the precious life of his Son so that we could start over.